I think we all can agree that the online is not necessarily the future anymore. It is the present.
It is the present.
Having your business online creates a lot of possibilities. Low overhead, scaling wise, it's a lot better to scale, and just so many other benefits. So I think if you have one advice here, it's try to be digital. Try to make your business digital.
We believe that every person should have a shot at being an entrepreneur.
So in this podcast, we will be sharing tips and strategies that we give to our own clients, as well as discuss real-life topics that pertain to certain industries and businesses.
This is Mentorship Monday.
Welcome to another episode of Mentorship Mondays, everyone. This episode is entitled Business Do Over. Okay, this is a fairly interesting one. Just to give you an idea, the reason for this episode is last week in one of our workshops, we were given a fairly interesting question. Somebody asked us, na if we had to start from scratch, all over again, and we couldn't do the things that we are doing now, what business would we choose to go into, and how would we go about trying to make that business into a successful one?
Yeah, I thought it was a very interesting topic.
It is interesting, yes.
Brought it to our podcast now.
Yes, in today's episode, we have RP, Chris, and Ryan.
Okay, so let me share mine. So I told our client that if ever I was going to do that.
Ako wala akong sinabi dyan eh. Nag-isip ako siya.
Sige. Sorry, Chris. Yeah, so the premise is knowing what I know now, right? But I cannot do what we are doing now, so I can't go into the food business. I can't stuff like that. Like since I'm doing digital marketing, I can't start my own digital marketing company or something like that, right? So knowing what I know now, more than likely, I would go into the online selling business.
Okay.
Okay.
Any particular product?
At the moment, no. I basically what I told our client is I would probably look at the top products that are sold. I'd probably look into how much capital requirement, because for example, the top product might be a little too capital intensive, so I'll have to match it with whatever capital I have. And then from there, because I'm assuming that I still have my digital marketing skills, I can still try to find the right customer. So what I'll do is I'll just list my product in one of the top sites right now, let's say like a Lazada or Shopee, so they can do the fulfillment for me, and then still go into the online selling business.
Yeah. Okay. Good example. It is a fairly popular thing that people do nowadays, which is basically going into the online selling business.
Yeah.
Okay. And yung sinabi ni Chris, I think that's a good first step. Basically, listing down the top 5 most sellable items in, let's say, for example, Lazada and or Shopee, and try and invest in those, try and sell those, kasi at least alam mong may existing market na. Okay, and with the use of digital marketing, you get to put those products in front of people na will need them, or will have a need for them, thus purchasing them. So siguro, in addition, for you to need that, you would have to make your own page, no?
I would also need to have my own page.
Depending on anong product, it may either be Instagram or Facebook.
Yes,
Okay.
definitely. So I said, I'm assuming that I know all this digital marketing that I know now. That's more than likely what I would do. I think as far as overhead is concerned, the only thing I have is my inventory, and then on a day-to-day basis, just fulfillment of orders. So it seems like a pretty doable, easy business to go
It's
into
doable,
right now.
yes.
Yeah, online selling is very, very doable. As a matter of fact, it is one of the, like what I said earlier, it's one of the more popular routes people are taking nowadays. Kasi nga, because of the internet, there is now the ability of you starting a business without actually having an actual physical store.
Yeah.
So yeah, an online store is good. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ryan, how about you? If you had a do-over, if you need to, go into business from scratch without having the ability to go into, or bawal pumasok sa kung anong ginagawa na natin ngayon, which is consultancy, workshops, etc., what business would you go into?
Yeah, I'd probably follow my father's footsteps. 'Cause,
Okay.
he has photo and video coverage
Mhm.
dati sa Cagayan de Oro, no?
Yeah.
So,
Si Ever
passion.
Video?
Yeah, Ever Video.
Mhm.
So, siya din yung nag-edit. So, lahat. Siguro, pagpatuloy yun. I-enhance pa. I-adapt ngayon sa kumbaga ano nangyayari yan. Like, we have online streaming, yung mga live. So, yung mga...
So, kumbaga, you'll bring in the new age into that business.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kasi dati, video ka ng wedding, baptismal, yung mga ganun. So, siguro madali lang din kasi pwedeng i-adopt automatic na yun since may mga cameras na, may pang-edit na, madali na lang din siyang i-transfer online.
Mhm.
Yung mga ginagawa ngayon, like
Mhm.
mga big TV companies.
Mm.
So, yun, probably. Kasi,
So you'll go into the photo and video route.
yeah,
It's good.
follow my father's
Maganda yun.
passion.
Kasi actually, as you know, in my mentorship program here, I have an entire topic dedicated sa photo and video editing.
Yeah.
You will hear this a lot from me kapag ikaw negosyante ka today, moving forward, kailangan mo matuto at the very least how to take good videos and photos. Okay? And how to make basic edits. At the very least, that is something that, in my opinion, an entrepreneur today has or need to have rather. So a company that specializes in that, and like what you said earlier, making specific changes to the business, like adding yung sikat na ngayon ng mga video,
Yung mga cinematic effect,
tsaka yung mga live feeds, ganyan.
feeds, yung mga ganun, yes.
Tama, kasi dati limited ang isang
Limited,
photo and
sobra.
video ano lang, tama ka, yung more on kasal and baptism,
yes.
mga events. Ngayon, ultimo, let's say companies na wants to make announcements, etc., naghahanap na rin sila ng mga ng mga companies that can make live feed setup for them.
Maganda din naman ngayon, di ba? Like for example, yung baptismal ng daughter ko. So via Zoom, kumbaga, pwede mong may coverage pa din, pero via Zoom na siya. At least, maabot pa rin lahat.
Tama.
gusto mong
Kasi nga ngayong pandemic, yan ang nire-require, no? Tama. Okay. Good. Good, Ryan.
Nice.
Well, ako personally, so if I had a do-over, if I had to start everything from scratch again and wala akong ability pumasok dito sa ganitong klaseng business, I'd probably be looking into two kinds of businesses na I think I would have sort of the inclination of having fun kahit papaano. Kasi it is important sa akin na kung ako papasok sa negosyo, I need to be having fun. So one would probably be something in the game streaming esports realm. Okay, so as you know, I used to be really into games before. As evidenced by some of my investments, I'm actually into Amanoma Gaming, which is an esports company here in the Philippines. And I would probably look at the possibility of maybe becoming a game streamer. Okay, if that is still something that I want to do. If not, I may be looking, I may look at the possibility of creating my own esports company as well, with the help of mga friends ko who is already in the scene. That's one that I would look into kasi the way na the world is shaping up to be right now, games is becoming a widely known industry. As a matter of fact, it is forecasted na there will be a time na ang mga esports streamer gamers right now, players or athletes, I think they're called esports athletes na. There will come a time na they will be more popular than mga actual sports athletes like basketball players and etc. Di ba? It is projected na magiging ganon.
I think so too.
Yeah.
See, and you think so
Yeah.
too. So having said that, knowing now what I know and the skill set nga natin of understanding how to market ourselves, etc. I would probably look into that. That's something that I might strongly consider. Now, say na kasi right now I get asked RP, but hindi ka mag-esports streamer or game streamer? Marami pa rin namang nakakilala sa gaming scene. Honestly, it's more because I am no longer into games that much. I enjoy watching it, playing it every once in a while, pero to do it on a daily basis as a source of livelihood, I do see myself na posibleng maboard doon. So, should that happen, let's say hindi ko gustong pumasok into the gaming scene, then the other thing that I might strongly consider would be being a content creator. Okay? Specifically, being a content creator for businesses. Okay? Or if not for businesses, kasi technically, some of that's what we do right now. Bawal pala yun. So, sige, just a content creator for myself then. In that case, be a content creator for myself. It would put my hobby of, video shooting and editing into play, and at the same time,
Acting skills.
wala ako nun eh. Wala ako nun eh. Ano lang ako, mahilig lang ako mag-shoot and edit.
So you still have a public figure page? Parang ganun yung sabi mo?
Baka, not specifically how we are doing it now. Kasi the public figure page that we have right now is to sort of give people a glimpse of what I do in my business workshops eh. Ito, I may be looking at something hardcore more into YouTube. Talagang the purpose is to get people,
Audience.
yeah, to view, some of my, I guess, what would you call it? Film strategy or whatever. So, yeah. That's probably something that I would look into. So those are the things na if I had to do it all over again and I don't have access to what I'm doing right now, what we are doing right now, then I would look into, number one, the esports scene. Try and see maybe if I can do something in the realm of being a streamer or maybe an esports owner, company owner, or just being straight up a content creator for
Some sort of sub niche.
Something. Yeah, I'm thinking what kind of niche. Kasi normally I'd speak about business, but that's pretty close to what we're doing right now, so I can't do that. I'd probably go about
Funny ones.
baka, yung mga ginagawa natin. Yeah, no? Gawa ako ng mga
Skits, ganun?
mga skits, yeah. I'd probably have fun doing that. As you know, there's a video that we launched last, a couple of Fridays ago, and it is now going viral with no marketing whatsoever towards it. It is now more than, its reach is about 1 million na yata, if I'm not mistaken. And it was a video of Ryan slicing chasu at lightning speed. So if you guys haven't seen that, visit our page at Shinera mo ba sa foundation?
No.
Visit our page at Argonza Trading, and you'll see the video there. It's the video this month that has the most views. It's near 1 million na yata, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, and the reason for that, that's not exactly related to our company. It's not something that we do so that makabenta tayo. We just do that really because here at Founders we want to have fun. We have a lot of fun here, and for whatever reason, naisip lang namin mag-video noon, and right now it's going viral. So yeah, I'd probably do something very similar sa ganon, and very important sa akin, I'd probably have fun too.
Yeah.
So those are the things na baka i-consider kong gawin should I have a do-over. Now, if I'm gonna be asked, if, for example, the do-over needs to be an actual physical business, kailangan meron talaga nakatayo brick and mortar, ganyan, hindi pa pwedeng more skill-based. Kasi right now, we're leaning towards skill-based businesses. Aside from yours is an actual brick and mortar. Hindi, magiging online store lang din yun. Okay, then, not exactly what we do here at Founders, but it's very close there. I would strongly consider a business in the food and beverage industry. Okay? And just to, kasi you may be thinking, RP, bawal nga yan. Hindi. More on just to give people an idea. Why the food and beverage industry? Not as a trainer, not as training, but an actual store in the food and beverage industry. It's because na, if there's anything that this pandemic has taught us, the food and beverage industry is one of the most stable businesses to go into. As a matter of fact, ito lang ang one of the very few industries na nakarandam pa nga ng pag-angat during this pandemic. So, as an entrepreneur, that's syempre one of the things that you're looking for, which is stability. So, I don't know exactly what yet, but I am going to go into the food and beverage industry if required na maging brick and mortar store. Now, if hindi, like my fellow colleagues here said, I'd probably lean towards something that I can do online.
Yeah.
Okay? Kasi less ang capital.
Exactly.
It revolves mainly on your skill set, yung galing mo lang. Okay? And you don't really need too many moving parts to have it happen. Okay? So, that's probably one thing na in common sa atin.
Yeah, I think we all looked for whatever skills we have, and then also it online.
Yes. So, to sort of summarize, make a mini summary of what we have said here, something that is common sa amin, people who advise people about business, is if someone was to come to us and ask me or ask us, and I want to go into business, I don't exactly know what, okay? Then we would strongly recommend muna na to try and look what your personal capacity is as far as your skill set is concerned. Something that you can
Already do.
something you can already do, something you can transition online. Kasi in my opinion, that is the name of the game. If you can find, your niche for that, and at the same time you have the ability to put that in front of a certain audience, then in today's world, that's actually one of the best businesses to engage in.
Yeah.
Agree.
Yeah. And just to add, right? Yes, you should look into whatever skills you have, but sometimes there are going to be skills that you probably don't know, and don't be afraid to learn those things.
Yeah.
With anything, kahit naman, you will never stop learning in the
Along the way, makukuha mo yun.
That's also another thing. Yeah.
So in true Mentorship Mondays fashion, we will be ending this episode with a word that we believe fully summarizes what we have talked about today. So gentlemen, what is your word?
Evolve.
Whoa. Evolve. Okay, Ryan, why evolve?
Always adapt or evolve, no matter what happened. Okay, always save up for your business. Okay, kung starting business ka pa lang, don't stick with that business alone. Kasi along the way, maraming mangyayari. So you need to adapt some changes or evolve.
Okay, Chris.
For me, my word will be digital.
Oh, why digital, Chris?
Well, as you've noticed between all our answers, I think we all can agree that the online is not necessarily the future anymore. It is the present.
It is the present.
Having your business online creates a lot of possibilities. Low overhead, scaling-wise, it's a lot better to scale, and just so many other benefits. So I think if you have one advice here, it's try to be digital. Try to make your business digital.
Great.
Nice.
I agree. I completely agree. That's the one thing that all of us had in common.
Yeah. That's right.
Me, my answer, my word is not exactly a word. It's sort of a sentence. My word is do not be afraid.
Pwede ba yun?
Afraid.
Pwede ba yun?
Pwede yun.
Madami.
Don't be afraid. Kasi the reason is, remember the saying that if you had to start all over again, do not be afraid because you are not starting from zero. You are starting from experience.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, so as long as, in my opinion, as long as meron kang natutunan and you bettered yourself, nag-improve ka, even if you lose all of it, don't be afraid. Don't worry. You can get back up there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Agree.
Yes. So, how about you guys? What do you think? If you are to be asked to start a business today, what business are you going to be looking into? Let us know via the comments down below, and we would love to hear from you. Again, my name is RP.
My name is Chris.
My name is Ryan.
Take care, everyone, and we'll see you next Monday.
Take care, guys.
Take care, guys. See you.
Hey, business people, RP here. Thank you for listening to Mentorship Mondays. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as we enjoyed making it for you. Don't forget to like and follow our channel, Mentorship Mondays, and share this episode to somebody whom you think may learn from it. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next Monday.